Jaron Ennis versus Custio Clayton, which is on the undercard of Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano. Okay. All right. Now this fight, let me talk a little bit about it. Castile Clayton's going to bring, at least present, at least for the brief moment in time, a challenge to Jaron Ennis. Uh, Castile Clayton is an Olympian, Canadian Olympian. He's a good fighter. I think he was a bronze medalist or something. I can't remember. He's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. We saw him against a similar opponent, that Sergey Lipinets. He has a good jab. He boxes well off the back foot. Now, having said that, Jaron Ennis, Castile Clayton can present one or two little things. He's a quality guy. He's undefeated. He's 34 years of age. I think Jaron Ennis is going to stop him eventually. I had him stopping him late. Now, he can stop him earlier. It depends. Jaron has been using his jab sharp, using power shots, switch hitting and all of that. But I know Jaron is bigger, stronger than that guy. But I think that Castile Clayton will give him some rounds. Well, at least should give him some rounds. Now, if he dusts him off and gets him out of there, well, it is what it is. But I'm expecting Jaron Ennis to stop Castile Clayton late, somewhere around rounds 8, 9, 10, or 11, somewhere thereabouts. So I think Castile Clayton should give Jaron Ennis some rounds, just because I know he safeties first. I know he uses his feet and he steps around in the ring. I think Jaron will be pressing the action and fighting off of the front foot. And it'd be interesting to see Jaron hunt down a guy and put the heat on him and get him out of there. Now, this fight could end way before I just said, but I think Castile Clayton's slippery enough. Even though he's only in one stance, he's only in the orthodox stance, I think he's slippery enough to sort of avoid some of Jaron Ennis' shots. If Jaron Ennis comes in there winging and teeing off with power shots and speed, I think Castile Clayton might be able to dodge a couple of his shots and give him some work, give him some rounds. But ultimately, in the end, I think Jaron Ennis chops him down and gets him out of there. Jaron Ennis does get hit. He does get popped. I think Castile Clayton's much more disciplined. I think he's a lot more controlled. And Castile Clayton, he's a pretty big guy. He started off at super welterweight, and then he came down to welterweight. So, I mean, I expect Castile Clayton to give him a couple rounds, some rounds. Maybe the fight ends somewhere around round 8, 9, 10, or 11, somewhere thereabouts. I'm not saying that Jaron Ennis is the hardest puncher I've ever seen, but he does break down fighters, and he does punish fighters. It's an accumulation of punishment with Jaron Ennis. He's more a boxer puncher than he is a puncher, which will be the next prediction I'm going to talk about. But I do expect him to get Castile Clayton out of there. Castile Clayton goes to 12 rounds. That would be great. I expect Jaron Ennis to beat him. But if Jaron Ennis is wild with his punches, or if he's kind of scrappy, I think Castile Clayton will make him pay. That's what I got for you guys. So I expect a late stoppage by Jaron Ennis, anywhere from rounds 8 onwards to maybe even up to round 12. I don't expect Castile Clayton to get blasted out of there so early, but you never know with Jaron. Jaron can go from either stance. He does sometimes get hit. I mean, when he fought the top 10 fighter in, I forgot what his name is right now. Oh, when he fought the top 10 anyway, welterweight, the kid gave him some work. He did stop the guy. I mean, he knocked him out cold. But still, I can't remember. Sergey Lipinets. He stopped him, okay? Custio Clayton didn't stop Sergey Lipinets. He has decent power. Let me put it this way. He got a 60% knockout ratio. I don't know if that means he has decent power. He has great power. But so ultimately, if you're going to wage a bet, I'm going to put a bet out there. I said Jaron Ennis stops Castile Clayton late. Castile Clayton is a very good boxer. He's an Olympian. I believe he even medaled from Canada, Olympian bronze medalist, I believe it is, and also his he's undefeated at 34 years of age. I think he's had what 20 something fights or something like that. He's undefeated. So I just want to say he's there for a reason. He's undefeated for a reason. He stepped up to Sergio Lipinets. Some argue that he beat Sergio Lipinets, but they gave Lipinets the decision. So he's a good solid fighter. So if Jaron Ennis gets him out of there, which I believe he will, but I think it's going to take a little bit more than just throwing power shots at everybody and jabbing and just going hard with everything. I think he's going to have nuance. He's going to have to mix up his shots. And if he has nuance, mix up his shots, counters Custio Clayton's jab, whether in the orthodox or southpaw stance, he'll get him out of there. Might even be sooner than I predict, which would be good. All right, people, that's what I got for you guys. I'm on to the next one. Check in the link for my PayPal if you want to donate to my channel. Thank you.